Steel was a powerful resource for the industrial age, and it's one of the most popular building materials today. It's strong and relatively light, making it possible for us to build taller buildings, stronger railroad tracks, safer cars, and more durable machinery. Let's see how it all began.
Henry Bessemer was an inventor and an engineer who made the first process for manufacturing steel at large quantities inexpensive and quickly. He began making his steel products in 1856. He was leading up to the development of the Bessemer converter. Bessemer was born on January 19, 1813 and died on March 15, 1898. He was British. He was known for making the most efficient steel process for almost a century. His wife was Anne Bessemer, who lived 1834 to 1897. He was the son of an also successful inventor named Anthony Bessemer. He was knighted in 1879. He created the Bessemer process. The Bessemer process was the first inexpensive industrial process for the mass production of steel from molten pig iron before the development of the open hearth furnace. The key principle is removal of impurities from the iron by oxidation with air being blown through the molten iron.
One of the great technological challenges of the Industrial Revolution. But it turns out that the secret to creating this mega material was known as far back as 300 BC, when it was made in India and Sri Lanka. The trick to creating this metal was in getting the exact right combination of steel's two main components, iron and carbon. But today, steel is everywhere. So how did it become the workhorse of the modern world? The answer is Henry Bessemer. Bessemer was a British scientist who in 1856 figured out an efficient way to turn iron and carbon into steel. He did it by using hot blasts of oxygen inside a specialized furnace to reduce the amount of carbon in the metal.
The Bessemer process made steel production far more efficient than it ever had been in history.
If you want to make good, high-quality steel, you blow pure oxygen through the iron, and this oxidizes the carbon that is in the iron.
With temperatures over 2,000 degrees, the oxygen is literally burning the carbon out of the steel.
Building material in the 1850s because traditional building materials, stone, brick, and wood, had major limitations. Stone structures, for example, had to support their own weight in addition to the rest of the structure, making it hard for a building to be more than 5 stories tall. Then in 1856, Henry Bessemer introduced his Bessemer steel converter in Sheffield, England. He used it to mass-produce steel, making 30 tons of high-grade steel in half an hour. Because steel is several times stronger than stone and much lighter, engineers could make taller,
Use extreme
sturdier
heat and heavy machinery to blast away impurities from the iron ore and infuse carbon, creating a metal stronger, more flexible, and less dense than iron.
We thank Henry Bessemer for all he did with his important achievements in making the Bessemer converter and the Bessemer process. He made the steel-making industry more efficient for the future.